Do they all think we're dumb or something? I mean, how many times can you change your story before it stops being a mistake? I am, of course, referring to Jeffrey Epstein, the notorious, the infamous, alleged child trafficker, possible Israeli spy, and financier to the global elite. Specifically, what really happened to him during his final hours? And perhaps more importantly, will any of his powerful clients, the Johns, ever face prosecution? Because not a month ago, back in May, Attorney General Pam Bondi publicly told everyone that there were, quote, tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children.
Yeah, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child.
Yeah, according to her statement, the FBI is supposedly reviewing tens of thousands of videos of alleged crime committed by some of the most powerful people in the world. Well, here we are, a month later, still no videos, and here's what FBI Director Kash Patel had to say about that on the Joe Rogan podcast a couple days ago.
Do you think, let's play out the logical conclusion of this, do you think that myself, Bongino, and others would participate in hiding information about Epstein's grotesque activities? Or do you think we would also participate in not prosecuting people we had evidence to prosecute people on? But the problem is there's been like 15 years of people coming in and creating fictions about this that doesn't exist. Where's the videotape of an Epstein Island of X, Y, and Z committing these frauds? Why haven't you given it to us? Do you really think I wouldn't give that to you if it existed?
The answer, I think, is yes and also yes. I mean, it would definitely not be the first time the government has lied to its citizens, and not the very first time on this very issue. Because remember when Epstein did his alleged self-checkout, they told us that the CCTV footage of his jail cell were erased by technical errors. Quote, the requested video no longer exists on the backup system and has not since at least August 2019 as a result of technical errors. Okay, the tape's gone, it's been wiped, it's been lost, no more tape. Except...
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself.
Despite seeming like two hostages there, how do they know that information? How do they come to that conclusion?
On the Epstein files, listen, I know this is a hot potato for folks. I totally understand. My comments were clear. I'm not paid for my opinions anymore. I work for the taxpayer now. I'm paid on evidence. That's it. The evidence we have in our files clearly indicates that it was, in fact, a suicide. We do have video. It's not the greatest video in the world. I don't want to set expectations on fire. However, the video does show in that specific block that he goes in, made a phone call. You'll see 12 hours of guards going to basically check on him, come back. You'll see no one really comes out in that bay, in that area, than him. There's no one in there.
Wait a minute. I thought there were no tapes. I thought the CCTV footage was erased due to technical errors. Somebody's lying here, either Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, or they're all reading from a different script, or, I'm about to drop a huge bomb here, Epstein is still alive, possibly in witness protection. Some have claimed that he was spotted in Lebanon back in 2003. I don't know exactly what's going on, but the one thing that is clear to me is that the math ain't mathin'. Because first it was the tapes were deleted, now it's we've seen the tapes. Then there's the thousands of videos of children, and then, oh, there are no such tapes. It's just very weird how these people all talk a very big game, but then when the rubber meets the road, suddenly, poof, there's nothing to see. So I'll ask you the obvious question. What do they have on these people? My name is James Lee. You're watching the 5149 Show. Let me know what your theories are. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you want more stories that go beyond what you're allowed to question in the mainstream media.
Here's Kash Patel talking about why they can't put the Epstein stuff out because it will re-victimize the women.
We're not going to re-victimize women.
What?
We're not going to put that shit back out there. It's not happening because then he wins. Not doing it.
Hold on. Stop that for a minute. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Why wouldn't you just blur the victim?